This is your career tip. Today we're talking about identity. When you go in and interview for a job, make sure that you make a strong professional identity statement. That is, who are you professionally? Who do you want to become professionally? And make sure that that identity statement is congruent with the job that you are applying for. To give you an example, I recently disqualified an HR candidate for a head of HR role, despite the fact that the HR person was very qualified, competent, and actually currently working as a head of HR for a very prestigious organization. Well, how did this candidate get disqualified within 2 minutes? Very simple. I said, what do you want to be doing 2 years from now? And the candidate said, oh, I want to move out of HR. I want to move into a commercial role. I want to move into a business role. So you don't want to be a head of HR. Why would I hire you for an HR role if you don't want to be a head of HR? So your identity statement doesn't match the job, disqualified. I'll give you another example. I was recently interviewing a chief financial officer who was a chartered accountant, had an MBA from a tier 1B school, was working for a Fortune 100 company as CFO. And when he came for the interview with us, he was disqualified in about 10 to 12 minutes. How did that happen? Again, I asked him, what's the next step for you in your career? What do you want to be doing next in your career? And he said, the next step for me is to become a CEO. I'm really much more of a commercial person, and I'm really looking for that as my next move. Well, why are you at a chief financial officer interview? If you want to be a CEO, then you should probably go to an interview for a CEO job. That person was immediately disqualified. So this person has an identity crisis. They're working as a CFO. They really feel that their identity is that of a CEO, and I'm not going to be the person who's going to hire them to have them quit after 6 or 12 months when they find a CEO job somewhere else. Because when your identity statement doesn't match the job that you are applying for, you're creating a retention issue, as well as very many other issues. Because if your identity doesn't match your job, you won't be able to lead effectively. You won't be an inspiring leader, because how can you inspire me to commit my life to studying the tenets of HR if you yourself don't even want to be in HR? If you yourself don't even want to be a CFO, how will you inspire me to become a CFO? So it causes a lot of problems. Make sure that you come in with a very strong identity statement that matches the role you're applying for and the career path that you want to be committed to. If you feel like you need some more help with this, go to our website, purchase our VIP package. Let's start working together. It's time to own your career.